Only one.
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He'd let us in, knows where we've been, in his octopus's garden in the shade. I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We would be warm below the storm in our little hideaway beneath the waves, resting our head on the seabed in an octopus's garden near a cave. We would sing and dance around because we know we can't be found. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We would shout and swim about the coral that lies beneath the waves. Oh, what joy for every girl and boy, knowing they're happy and they're safe. We would be so happy, you and me, no one there to tell us what to do. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Great
like
guitar work. Awesome.
nice song, nice song.
Yeah, it's a
It's
easygoing
like
light
getting
song.
very catchy tune. It's like getting away from it all, you know. Whenever you feel the pressure, tension, stress, perhaps of being in the limelight in the case of this artist, or perhaps
In general.
just wanting to get away from it all, you know, whatever is happening in your daily life. You want a place, you know, of course, in meditation, in silence therapy, there's something that we call our
Forest
sacred
there.
space, our central park, so to speak. I've written a detailed audiobook and produced a detailed audiobook on this subject called Central Park, which has 30 volumes till date. And yeah, it's all about, you know, having your spot, your place, where you get away from it all, doing something in a particular place, or having an activity that takes you away from the mundane, the routine. So yeah, this is what this is all about. It's all about the octopus's garden. They want to be away from it. They want to be away from under the sea, away from the storm, away from everything. They're not really bothered. And it must be a beautiful garden. You
Under
know,
the sea?
in the
Yeah.
movie Gladiator, there was this yellow-bellied sea snake that was referenced.
Yeah.
Not really mentioned, but you know, it pretends to be like a log floating on the water. And if anybody actually tries to pick up that log, especially a human being, they are in for a nasty surprise when they get stung and they die within minutes, quite literally, because it's a very poisonous snake, as most sea snakes tend to be.
No,
So yeah,
sea snakes are not
yeah,
that.
yeah,
This one is.
it's a beautiful thing. You know, you get scared of such creatures that are found under the sea. So this sea snake, which literally allows you to literally come close to it, take little bites of it in the case of fish, and still doesn't attack, but then waits for the right time when you're really, really so close and you're so involved that you just don't see the bite when they attack you.
Come.
So this is a beautiful way, an exact opposite. Maybe it's an octopus's garden. Maybe octopuses do that. They do create pastures or gardens of their own under the sea. Who knows? And this is all about that. That perhaps the Beatles learned about it, and they wanted to create a song around it because when you talk about musicians, it's a little bit away from the topic maybe, but still pertaining to the topic. You talk about musicians, they are the big three in modern music. When you talk about classical music, there was, Mozart, Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, and Vivaldi, and so on.
Yeah.
The ABCs, they would call them. I remember. A was Antonio Vivaldi, B was Beethoven, and C was Tchaikovsky, if I'm not mistaken.
Mozart just didn't get a place.
In the modern world, they're just three in music, and the first is of course Elvis Presley, second is Michael Jackson, and third is an act called the Beatles. So when there are thousands and thousands of musicians, when you really die or when you have problems, no one really cares because there are so many people having the same problem at the same time. But when it comes to, of course, the big three, everybody wants to know. And the same goes for the big three in the art world. Till today, the big three in the art world are considered Picasso, Dali, and Vincent. So, you have everybody. And of course, you can also include Michelangelo as a fourth, maybe in there. But Michelangelo did so much more because he was a sculptor, he was an engineer, he was so much more. Am I mistaken?
No, he is the church and the chapel.
Yeah, he did so much more, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so when you talk about things like that, you definitely want to know what the big three are going through. So if the big three themselves are so mentally disturbed or emotionally under stress, heavens, what happens to the rest, the mere mortals? So this is an interesting take. I like it. It's very catchy. Something about it is very catchy. Definitely must have been a big hit whenever it was released, as most songs of such artists are. But yeah, it's okay.
The music was captivating for me. The music definitely makes it sound super good. The Octopus's garden comes to life with the music, the guitar work, the drums and everything. So that's when it feels like Beatles. Yes, Beatles are playing. I'm not sure about the vocals. Vocals are good. But the music is what put the life to this theme or this concept of Octopus's garden, which is an escape for these band members. They want to be there. Their friends can come there and they all feel good underneath. In fact, just listening to the song was, I was just imagining, how do I like the Aqua line in Mumbai? Does it feel the same way? Aqua line as in the metro that is built under the sea.
You can't see the sea. Right?
I can't see anything. It's dark. So I was
Should
like,
have been at least some spots where you could see the sea.
No, you can't because it goes under the continental shelf, the rocks. So it's actually under the sea, but they're not practically inside the water. It's not aquatic. So not those rides where are they rides or we go in the those aquatic places where you can see fish and all the marine life. Well, what are they? These museums, aquariums, yeah, but the ones where you can go in. You can go under the water where you're safe. I think there is one in Mumbai, South Mumbai. I don't know the name of it. It was shut for a while. Tarapur, yeah. I'm yet to experience that experience where you actually are feeling all around you. You remember
Dubai or Singapore?
54 states where they take them, right? Yeah, that's where I remember the surreal feeling of it. They actually make you feel good. But I have not personally experienced that kind of a thing. But when you go in this aqua line and all the train lines, nothing. It's just dull. You're sitting, you can't even see out because it's all dark. So it's dark out there. So you can't see anything apart from the people and the light of the cabin.
It's just a fast mode of transport.
It's awesome. I love it. But it doesn't feel this way. The garden, there is no garden. So I was thinking, in reality, does it feel like garden? No, I'm missing the garden. Though scuba diving and all gives you that experience. It actually feels good. And no wonder a lot of people love that because you just feel you're away from all the noise and everything in the world. and you're just there to explore
Unless
yourself.
there's a yellow-bellied sea
Yeah,
snake.
unless there are snakes and all that. Yeah, they are definitely a fear for a lot, and that's why a lot of people don't choose to do that, which is also a shame. In fact, submarines became a huge thing until the submarine exploded the last time. So a lot of people wanted to experience actually the submarine thing, being in the submarine and being in the water. I remember there was this massive accident where the submarine, because of the pressure of the water, just exploded, and people can't make it out of after that. They just don't make it out. So yeah, it has its own pros and cons. I feel like now I have killed the Octopus's garden experience. I enjoyed it while listening to it, but then practically I don't know. I tried being there along with Beatles. Yeah.
Requested by Peyton Joseph.
Awesome.